Hello everybody! Today we are going to be doing something that I have not done actually on this channel, and that is a sort of tutorial on how to put wigs on, as you've seen from the title below. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I did have a viewer actually ask me to make it, so it's going to be for them, but also if you are interested in how I put wigs on or how you can put wigs on, then feel free to tag along. I'm going to make sure to try and cover as much as I can. If I happen to miss anything, please feel free to comment below and ask me any questions or anything that I've missed, just mention it there. Now, I'm quite different when it comes to putting wigs on. If you have very little hair or no hair like I do, then you can simply pretty much just take your wig, slip it on like so, and style it up, of course, and there you go, you have your wig. Obviously, not so many people are as lucky. You have longer hair or thicker hair or even thin hair, but somehow you have to get that hair up and under a wig. Obviously, one of the key aspects of putting your hair up under a wig is obviously a wig cap. Now, there are two types that I've come across so far, and one of them is one with two holes, so you can see all the way through, and one with a single hole that does not go all the way through. Both obviously have their pros and cons. Personally, for myself, and for any of you out there who have shorter hair or no hair, you still want to wear a wig cap, I usually like going with the wig cap that doesn't have a second hole, because it just more so acts like a second barrier between my hair and the wig. Now, based on personal experience when I did have hair, and from my friends and other cosplayers, Lolitas, who wear wigs and have longer hair, the one with the see-through hole is a very popular one. Because pretty much what you do is you're just going to slip it on over your head, around your neck, and what you can do is just pull the wig netting up and over. And the good thing with this, if you do have long hair, is that it catches most of the hair coming up rather than you having to put that single hold wig cap over all of that amount of hair. Now, I just want to slide off to a side note real quick. If you do have really long hair or really thick hair and you're having trouble getting all the pieces up into your wig cap regardless, I have seen many people do French braids or braids very close to the scalp, and that way you can put your hair up without winding up with a massive bump on your head. I've also seen people do pin curls, and I'll just demonstrate on this short wig since I don't have hair to do that. Pretty much people will take very small pieces of hair and they'll just twist it around like so and pin it with a bobby pin. Now, that way is a lot more time consuming. Also, another side note I like to mention is that most, if not all, wigs come with adjustable straps in case your head happens to be a little too small and you need to tighten that wig to keep it on. Usually I will tie those up if I do have a more heavier wig on with twin tails or a ponytail or something along those lines, but usually because my head is large enough to fit in my wigs, I don't do them up. So I have the straps right here. A lot of people, what they tend to do is they'll put them together, and if you're comfortable with that, then feel free to go ahead. Personally, I've experienced a little bit of like having the wig too tight and it's been a little painful, so what most people will do is they'll tie it in the wig netting itself. Alright, so as you saw me like just a little bit earlier in this video, the way I personally put wigs on is I bring it around my head and bring it to my hairline and then pull the back down. Now, that's just actually one way. I personally find it easier because if I have makeup on, then I don't have to worry about putting the wig completely in my face if I bring it up and over. But I know a lot of people prefer that than rather having to swing it around and bring it around like so. But personally, I find it a bit easier, especially if I have long false eyelashes in or I have a lot of makeup around my face. So I do have a longer wig here. This is one of my Lock Shop wigs, and I figured I'd show you guys how I put on long wigs as well, just so that you can get an idea based from the long wig to the short wig. So like I said, I pretty much make sure to mark where my hairline is, and a good rule for that is just to make sure that when you are putting it on, you place it right where your hairline is. Unless you happen to have a receded hairline, then you may want to pull it forward a little bit just to make it look a little more natural. So I find that line and I pretty much just bring the wig around and I bring it forward on my head. And then I find the back of the wig itself and I just pull down. Gotta remove these glasses. And I just pull down on the wig until it's covering the back of my head. And like you can see here, I have this wig a little too far back. So I just bring it forward a little bit and you can style it however you want. And there you go, you have your wig. At this point, I would probably tighten the straps a little bit just to keep this wig on my head, but some people do put the straps together or in the netting before they put their wig on, just so that they can keep that tension and not have to mess with the back of the wig. Alright, so that's just my tiny small tutorial on how I personally put on my wigs. If you happen to have any suggestions for more tutorials that you guys want to see, please let me know. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Keep it kawaii, everybody!